You are listening to Mondays in the Mix, bringing you the best in the hottest club mixes and remixes of the week, with your host, Will Jackson.
Thank you so much for joining us today. You're tuned in to Mondays in the Mix, coming to you from the factory here in Kaiserslautern, Germany. We hope everyone's work day has started off great. Everybody's in a very productive mood to get that Monday going for a new week. Once again, thank you so much for joining me. We got some interesting news, and of course some remixes, hottest tracks of the week. I don't know if I sound kind of if I sound nasally, it's because the weather here in Germany has been really, I don't know, it's really been strange. But no doubt it is the springtime, and it's been raining and cold, which is really, really different here in Germany. But anyways, if I sound nasally, it's because I'm having my usual year attack with the pollen. So please forgive me if I sound kind of crazy. So we're going to get into the news at hand. Well, first off, we want to say I'm glad that Jamie Foxx, because he's been, since his medical condition over a month ago, his daughter took to the internet and basically laid the foundation to break all of this narrative of why Jamie Foxx was in the hospital. And actually, I was getting kind of sick of it too, because you have all your conspiracy theorists out there. Everybody's rewriting the Jamie Foxx medical condition, and I've read everything from Diddy having something to do with it because of the strange stories that Jamie Foxx has been saying about Diddy's Sean Combs, Puff Daddy, his weird parties. It's weird Hollywood parties, but in jest, Jamie Foxx is a comedian, but I'm gathering that people have taken it to heart, and it never cease with all the conspiracy theories. And I mean, even right down to Tom Cruise. They were saying that Jamie's sickness is partly due with some of the information that, because of the fact that Jamie Foxx was dating Tom Cruise's ex-wife. And what is her name? What is that woman's name? Katie Holmes. Jamie Foxx was dating Katie Holmes a couple of years ago. And the stories behind that is that Katie Holmes was telling him some of the information about Scientology. Some of the weird things that church, cult, whatever you want to call it, has been doing behind closed doors. And the fact that Katie Holmes allegedly said these things. So all the conspiracy theorists are grouping Tom Cruise along with Diddy for supposedly poisoning Jamie Foxx. But again, like I said, all this is conspiracy theory. But again, like I said, I'm so happy that his daughter took to the internet to dispel all of this negative speech. And I don't know, it's kind of heartwarming. The sources comes from the Guardian website. And it says Jamie Foxx is out of the hospital after an unknown medical complication. The Oscar winner, actor, and singer's daughter, Corinne Foxx, shared an update on Instagram after unsubstantiated reports that the 55-year-old condition had worsened. And she says, quote, "Sad to see how the media runs wild," the 29-year-old actor wrote in a story. "My dad has been out of the hospital for weeks recuperating. In fact, he was playing pickleball yesterday. Thanks for everyone's prayers and support." Again, I'm glad that she took the initiative to kind of lay down this ignorance that the public seems, I don't know, it seems like the public has this weird fascination for either the death of a celebrity or a sickness of a celebrity, and then they want to connect it to all sorts of out of the way out conspiracy theories connected with other entertainers, actors, or whatever. But again, like I said, I'm so happy that Jamie Foxx is doing well based on his daughter's report again. But I would more or less believe his daughter. I would more or less believe his family over anything else. But again, let's hope and wish and pray that Jamie Foxx makes a full recovery. Next we have up is Lil Wayne. This one is kind of funny. This is really, I chuckled at this. Come to find out. From Vibe magazine, sources says, the Lil Wayne's fans puzzled after ending a concert mid-performance over the weekend. Wheezy, or Lil Wayne, or Lil Tunchi. Wheezy hit the stage in Los Angeles for the last stop of his Welcome to the Carter tour, which took place at the Wilton Theater in Koreatown on Saturday, May 13th, after beginning his set an hour after its scheduled start time. We're going to stop right there. So he's another celebrity, another performer, artist, whatever you want to call him, decides to show up late to a concert. Leave his fans or the people that supports his art waiting, and he pulls this stunt. So it says, after beginning his set an hour and a half, or an hour after his scheduled start time, the rap star ran through various hits from his catalog before summoning Young Money artists, blah, 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 blah. I guess he pulled his artist on stage and then abruptly say, and I quote, "We appreciate it, but we ain't about to be bending over backwards for these folks." The 40 years old. Lil Wayne is 40 years old and acting like a child. Lil Wayne, 40 years old, said from the stage while speaking to Cubans. While speaking to Cubas. I don't know what that means. "We work too hard for this shit. We work way too hard," he added. He then directed his attention to the crowd, notifying them of the names of his artists. Again, he's like telling us who his artists are. But I guess after the lackluster from the audience, he stormed off the stage. Again, this is a 40-year-old man acting like a child. I really don't find that in itself shocking. I don't know, I digress. Did feminism kill R&B? Let that sink in for a minute. Yes, there was a discussion on social media. Actually, it was more than a discussion. It was, it was a discussion because it was from the Facebook page, Hip Hop. What is it? Hip Hop DX? Yeah, Hip Hop DX. Again, this is the source from their page. It's a very interesting article. But it says R&B killed by feminist movement. Claims record executive. The stars are all women. But that's not basic. That's not what it was really about. It was going in talking about how the R&B music of what it used to be R&B music. And I guess they're talking about maybe your R. Kelly's, your Joe, your Keith Sweat, even before them, your Teddy Pendergrass. But it was saying, it was basically stating that the R&B music of what it used to be was basically stemming from male toxic energy, or toxic male energy, or toxic, I guess it was saying toxic male energy. I don't know. It says R&B has been killed by the feminist movement, he said. And I guess they're talking about Ray Daniels, host of the God's Show? The Gold Show. Goats and Underdog made claim in an episode of the podcast on Friday, May 12th. R&B has been killed by the feminist movement. The stars are all women. There are no male R&B stars, but here's why. There's nothing a male R&B singer can say today that's been said in the past that's not considered toxic masculinity. He continued, I know you want to leave me, but I refuse to let you go. Today, that's considered toxic masculinity. Listen to Keith Sweat. Wrong in the right way. You may be young, but you're ready today. That would be like, excuse me? If you think you're lonely now, wait until tonight. That's gaslighting in today's world. Quote, unquote. And it says, while Daniels believed that it's only male R&B singers, who are getting canceled, there are some women in the game who fear the same thing. Noticeably, Summer Walker, who recently claimed that she was afraid of getting canceled once people realized who she was once the camera stopped rolling. It took me 27 years to figure out why am I so shy, she wrote on an Instagram story back in March. It's because I'm trying real hard not to say something crazy. I'm literally working around overthinking how not to hurt anyone's feelings. And that's what kind of environment that we're living in right now. It's like everyone is like tiptoeing and not trying to hurt anyone's feelings. And it's starting to affect the artist and their work, because no one wants to be canceled, or no one wants to be put up on center stage and ridiculed for something that they said or something that they expressed, instead of looking at it as it's art. But again, the article is interesting. If you want to read it, I'm not going to go all through it because it is kind of like lengthy, but at the same time, I find it very what can I say? Kind of in a sense of trying to control. Now they're trying to control what artists. Well, they've always actually tried to control what artists were singing about, or what they were saying, the music. But I guess now that they're looking at R&B, because when you really look back on it, it has not been a lot of great R&B music. And well, yeah, it's true. Some of the music, I'm not gonna lie, some of the music is real toxic, especially coming from some of the male performers. Okay, but speaking about toxic male energy, I'm gonna bring in one of the first tracks of the night. This is a hot track. I love this track. It's a little slow, moody. Artist goes by the name of Geezy, featuring 03 Greedo. Of course, M3 03 Greedo is hailing from Los Angeles, California. Name of this track is called Game.
Girl, let's just get past the games. We're both down. How long you gon' make me wait? Oh, no. Girl, let's just get past the game. We're both down. How long you gon' make me wait? Oh, no.
How I'm supposed to keep it playing? I love you, boo. And how you keep it playing when you love me too? I can have like any business what the money do. You wanna act funny, bitch, I could act funny too. I know you want me, you know I want you. So why you playing games, baby, come through. This the type of shit a nigga can get used to. Me and my boo connected like a Bluetooth. Got a key to your crib with some more shit. Quit to cut you off, you do some hoe shit. You want a son, not the star, about the whole shit. You know I got it like that, cause I got motion. You know I got it like that, and you got it like this. They don't got it like it, but you know you my bitch. No, I got it like that, and you got it like this. They don't got it like it, but they know you my bitch.
Understand your pressure like it's precious diamonds. And we can't help but have this motion when we backseat riding. Let that curtains keep on sliding. You understand your pressure like it's precious diamonds.
I don't wanna play. Pussy good, looking good, nothing on her face. Lay you down, then I ever go the other way. Clear port, real me, you could run away. Yeah, how I deal, the fuck I'm supposed to say. Fuck I'm supposed to do. Run it back up, then I'm running back to you. Run it back up, through this bitch, I holler you. You know, outside, nigga, bitches out the loop. Had to get it through, you the baddest in the group. Told you this for real, and it had to be the truth. Bust it down, try to see what it can and what it do, little babe. So if it's cool, little babe.
Hold it down for me. Can't play around with me. So you don't understand your pressure like it's precious diamonds. And we can't help but have this motion when we backseat riding. Let that curtains keep on sliding. You don't understand your pressure like it's precious diamonds.
Again, that is Geezy.
cash out, you and your crew. Fucking on bitch, I do what I do. Switch. I told her I don't
Bringing some more toxic.
when I was in the field, you played the bleachers. I fucked on a friend, but we wasn't involved. So I ain't a cheater. By the sideline with my side bitch, hope the Jumbotron don't see us. Dodging up. GLS. Yes, I'm rich, got me an AP, so I ain't got time for your PMS. Ain't got the time for no BNS. Tell me your problems at CMI, I'm making them salty, salty, salty.
Ayy, soul shaker, she gon' shake, shake, shake what her mama gave her. I'ma throw coke in her mouth like 9 laters. Then later, whole fog on. Don't you try to save her, like defibrillators.
Ayy, we ain't fucking no more, she a has-been. The head ain't no point, need an aspirin.
But the front came in through the back end. Fuck about to meet me with the back end. Used to get the pack in, I was taxing. I'm saying on the block what happening. Had a wide open shot and he choked. That's why he don't drill with me no more. Had a nerd tell me she don't get throw. Get wet, kick the bitch out on the road.
Big dog, make her do it on all fours.
Mike Jones in the cup on fofo.
They put a nigga in cuffs or the fofo. Middle finger, that's a fuck to the popo.
In between trying to get
My nut, these hoes I lust, no hoes we trust. I told her I don't really need her. Where was you at when I was in the field? You played the bleachers. I fucked on a friend, but we wasn't involved. So I ain't a cheater. By the sideline with my side bitch, hope the Jumbotron don't see us. Dodging up. GLS. Yes.
This is IDK
Ain't got the time for no BNS.
featuring NLE Choppa. Name of this track is called Salty.
Is this real or not? And I've never had a love that felt
This is a hot track right here. This is one of the new ones by Allison Goldfrapp.
sensory motion, stirring the ocean. Wow. Energy rising, always surprising me. It's total attraction, lightning velocity. Don't let the fear in you hold you back. Just let it come to you. Meet the attack. Knock, knock, knock to what? Is this real or not? And I've never had a love that felt so good. Feels so good. Your love attraction feels so good. Oh my mind, feels so good. Your love attraction.
Again, this is Alison Goldfrapp. Name of this track is called Love Invention.
Not Doctor, what is this real or not? And I've never had a love that felt so good.
Again, thank you so much for joining Mondays in the Mix. Coming right live from the factory. We got a couple of really, really hard bangers for the week. We're going to go on the side of more club house music. More or less like electronic dance music. This is Astro Hertz featuring Antlac. Name of this track is Chinoir. Featuring Adlac. The name of this track, Chinoir. We're gonna slow it down just a little bit. We're gonna keep it still hot, but we're gonna slow this down. Gonna set the mood for the rest of the Monday. This is Bedouin. Name of this track is called Hologram. This shit is hot. Told you it was hot. Once again, thank you so much for joining us here at the factory. For another wonderful Mondays in the Mix. I am your host, Will Jackson, and we look forward to being with you again next Monday. Always keep it locked. Same place. Have a wonderful week. Be safe. And we'll be with you again next week. Have a good one.